Year 10 Polynomial Exam Practice Question 4. The polynomial x to the power of 3 plus 4x squared plus 7x plus k, where k is a constant denoted by f of x. A. Given that x plus 2 is a factor of f of x, we want to show that k is 6. So this is where we use our factor theorem, where we know that if it's a factor, our answer is going to be 0. So to do that, I'm just going to use my factor and say f of x, but x is negative 2. And I'm just going to use that and substitute and use that for my equation and substitute that in. Because we know this is a factor, this must equal 0. So that is going to show me that x has to be negative 2 to the power of 3 plus 4 times negative 2 to the power of 2 plus 7 times negative 2 plus k, and it must equal 0. So we can solve this now. Negative 2 to the power of 3 is negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, which is negative 8. Then we've got our next part. Negative 2 squared is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Positive 16. Positive 7 times negative 2, that is negative 14. Plus k is equal to 0. So now we can simplify this. Negative 8 plus 16 equals positive 8. So I'm left with 8 minus 14 plus k equals 0. If I have 8 and I take away 14, I'm left with negative 6 plus k equals 0. This shows me to get this to be equal to 0, k must be positive 6. Because we would have had to have plus 6 to both sides. So, the next thing that we are going to look at is the next part, where it says express function of x as a product of a linear factor. So, and a quadratic factor. So again, the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my understanding of long division. So my polynomial is what I have. So x to the power of 3 plus 4x squared plus 7x plus k, which is 6. And I'm dividing by my factor of x plus 2. Next thing I'm just going to think, okay, if I've got x to the power of 3 and I'm dividing by x, I'm getting x to the power of 2. And I'll work backwards. X squared times x is x to the power of 3. X squared times 2 is positive 2x squared. So I take these away because that's already been divided. X to the power of 3, take away x to the power of 3 is 0. 4x squared, take away 2x squared equals 2x squared. And then I have the rest, plus 7x plus 6. Then I do the same thing. 2x squared divided by x gives me 2x. And then I go the opposite way around, because remember, multiplying and dividing are inverse. So 2x times x equals 2x squared. 2x times 2 equals positive 4x. So the next step is I need to simplify this and cancel that out. So 2x squared minus 2x squared is going to equal to 0. And then I have 7x minus 4x, which is 3x. And then I have plus 6. Same thing applies. 3x divided by x is going to give me 3. I work backwards. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. So I've got 3x plus 6. So that is being taken away, and I get 0. So I've got my quadratic, and I've got my linear factor. So my factor, that means I can write it as x plus 2, and x squared plus 2x plus 3 is my quadratic factor.